Hi, my name is Nick, and I'm going to spend the next 3 minutes getting you up to speed on everything you need to know about AI by comparing the development of AI to the development of the car to explain to you all of these hyper technical terms that you have probably heard and think you should know, but don't. Before cars, people rode horses, and it took forever to go places. Before AI, people had computers, but no human was smart enough to make sense of all of the massive amounts of data being generated by the entire internet. Even worse, just like you can't feed a horse gasoline, you can't put the entire internet's worth of data through a computer, it will freeze up. So, to deal with these problems on the car side, eventually people invented engines. But if you think that an engine on top of a cart with wheels looks stupid, that's because it is. Early AI is kind of similar. It came about when NVIDIA invented this thing called a GPU, which is basically a really, really fast computer, and then researchers used it to train neural nets. These two technologies are effectively the engine of the AI revolution that's currently going on. The big problem is, even though GPUs are fast enough to process the whole internet, they don't have the ability to pay attention, so they still can't make sense of things. If you pause to consider it for a second, we consider distracted driving just as bad as drunk driving. So without attention, these neural nets are basically the equivalent of hiring a drunk to process billions of data points. Fortunately, people solved these problems. Henry Ford came along and invented transmissions, the steering system, and a bunch of other systems that let ordinary people, instead of trained mechanics, drive cars. On the AI side, Google researchers in 2017 invented this thing called a transformer, which gave neural nets the ability to pay attention. OpenAI poured the entire internet of data to it, which is called training, and voila, ChatGPT comes out. So when you drive a car, you use a steering wheel to control it. When you want to use AI like ChatGPT, you use prompts that you type into a chatbot. Or if you're a programmer, you use a thing called an API. So Henry Ford made cars, everything's great, but what really made the modern world that we all take for granted and don't even think about is when people realized they could drop the engine and these control systems into other vehicles, and people made trucks, planes, and construction equipment. I've got news for you. The basic idea of neural nets and transformers is going to also make all kinds of crazy shit beyond chatbots. New transformers will enable autonomous driving by letting your Tesla pay attention to the fact that a jaywalking human in front of the car is categorically different than a human that looks like they're about to step out in front of the car but really just wants to open their door on a busy street. There's probably even going to be a day where drug research type in molecules that prevent cancer X into a molecule transformer and it spits out drugs that actually prevent cancer X. Future use case that I'm personally most excited for is the fact that you can use AI to build AI. I know because I did not know how to code 2 years ago. And now I have a fully built AI app in the Apple Store that's an improvement over Google Translator. Follow me if you want to learn more. I'm going to be doing a complete video series that tries to take people with absolutely no coding knowledge into building fully functional apps that get approved by Apple and Google.